Finally, we have a way to do resurfacing of the skin with less downtime, less pain, and great results. Venus Viva is a radio frequency device, a completely manageable ablative treatment for the skin. We don't need major painkillers. All we use is a surface numbing cream which is left in place for an hour, and thereafter the 1 hour spent receiving the Venus Viva treatment is mildly tingling, slightly painful, but completely manageable. The beauty of Venus Viva is that it can reduce pigment on the face for all skin colors and types. Previously, with laser fractionated resurfacing, there was a major risk of post-inflammatory pigment changes, especially in Asian or Hispanic skin. This meant that the energy had to be reduced in skin of color for fear of producing worse pigment from the treatment instead of taking the pigment away. Now with the Venus Viva, we can actually treat skin of color, of any color, or even with a tan. The gold standard of resurfacing was the carbon dioxide ablative laser. This was able to remove the entire top layer of the skin, almost the entire epidermis. The results were quite impressive, but the pain factor and the downtime were horrendous. Venus Viva uses radio frequency with tiny microscopic pulses to make small little holes in the skin, in both the epidermis and down to the dermis. This then heals, the skin then heals from those tiny wounds, makes collagen, which then smooths the skin. Instead of being non-ablative, it is now ablative. It goes deeper. It can actually go through the epidermis, the top layer of the skin, into the dermis, thereby producing very impressive results. The more ablative you get, the better the results usually are for pigment reduction and for smoothing of acne scars and fine lines. Now with Venus Viva, we can do a 1 hour treatment and you can return to work the next day or the day after. In fact, I had a Venus Viva treatment and returned to work that very afternoon. There is some mild redness by the next day, which goes into a pink color on the skin. There is a tiny bit of crusting, which is almost microscopic. It's not very visible, but you can feel it slightly for a few days afterwards. Repeated treatments are required with Venus Viva. Usually a series of 3 to 4 treatments is done, but because of the reduced downtime and reduced pain, this is completely manageable in most people's lifestyles.